for the first topic, lecture 1, we've discussed actually all the topics in lecture 1 or the concepts in the first slide is all about the introduction of programming, all about the history, Dennis Ritchie, founder of C, and the printing and scanning, or the libraries, the needed keywords, identifiers, are all about the things that you need to know before you learn programming. So now we're going to talk about the flow charting. So what is flow charting? Flow charting is the step-by-step na thinking or process on which how we can determine or how we can make our own program. Because at first, we don't know how to make a program. We are given a problem, we are given a task in the activities, Codechamp and all, but we don't know how to solve it. Diba? Like we just read it directly, we just look at it, so we can solve. We don't know. We still, at first, our discussion is all about the syntax, at sa ato ang kailangan na buhaton sa C. But wala pa kakarbaw, sa kung na solve, sa kung na nato pag step by step identify kung sa may kailangan nato buhaton para ma-get nato ang expected outcomes, which is what is required in our Codechamp para ma-perfect. Mga na ang gawas each lesson, each topic. So from lesson 1 to 5, ako itong ipansira ninyo sa Codechamp para at least ma-introduce mo ba. Even if I discuss it directly, mas better yun na hands-on nga na-solve yun mo. Kita mo nga, kanina ang way para ma-solve din ako, para ma-perfect o para ma-check ko sa each test cases, each na lesson sa ato ang Codechamp. So now, we're going to discuss kung saan man atong pag actually solve. Kung saan man atong dapat buhaton before natong mag-solve o usa ka given problem. So, mo na ni ang isa ka technique para ma-solve isa ka problem for programming. So, we have this concept called control flow. So, ano ang control flow? Based from the name itself, control. So, atong i-try ang control. Yung sa ng flow. Ang flow. Sa ang flow. Sa ang steps. Sa ang steps na atong gusto buhaton or steps na atong i-try o implement during our solving. Mag-try ng solve mo programming problem. Maybe this is also applicable in other engineering problems or namoy ka ng lain ng math, calculus, chemistry, physics. Okay, tanan na mga problems, mag-input you find a way to solve the problem. So maybe you need to also identify the step-by-step process. Diba, ato ang tawag sa step-by-step process in programming to solve a given problem is algorithm. So, mo na ato ang step-by-step process. But na, kaya itawag na 3 types sa control flow. So, what is a control flow? Or control structures. Control structures specify the sequence of execution of a group of statements. Okay, ang atong programs, usually from lesson 1 to lesson 5, ang tawag na is line by line or mga statements. Iyara na, di ba, ang tawag naman i-define as compiler and interpreter. If ni-watch mo sa atong video, sa atong i-post sa YouTube, so ako nag-explain dito nga, ang ato ang programs, atong C code or programs, ato na siyang i-run through a compiler or interpreter para ma-execute na siya directly sa computers. Because the computers cannot understand English language. They only understand machine language, which is composed of numbers or ones and zeros. Mga ones or zeros or any numbers. Basta, ang acceptance sa computers directly is numbers. So, ang compilers or interpreters, or kanang mga Codechamp, or kanang different IDEs, mo na way ninyo to ma-translate na inyong English language into numbers. Mura na mo nag-use ko Google Translate to change Bisaya language into English, English language to Japanese, English language to any other language. So, mura lang dinana ba? Mura lang nahog nga. Panay yung IDE, code siyang C++ or any integrated development environment na gamitan yung code. Mura na siya o Google Translate. Igora niya i-translate ang inyong C program into machine language para masabtan sa computers kung sa inyong gusto nga i-execute or kung sa inyong gusto ipabuhat niya. Either magbuhat ng calculator, you want to make a calculator to add something, to subtract something, divide, or multiply. So that's the purpose of kanang programming. So in our programming subject, natin itawag na control structures. There are different ways to control our program. So natay sequential, which is just what you are used to, line by line, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, line 9. Kana ang tawag na is kana sequential siya. Igora niya i-execute ang nasa line 1, so yung gipabuhat, scan ba ka, get back an input, you are getting an input, or you are reading an input. Then after reading an input, you are performing an operation, then you are displaying something to the screen. Maybe a string, maybe a number, or anything that you want to do. Muna siya common or pinaka-general na kanang control structure, which is the sequential. Muna yung number 1. Number 2 is conditional. Kaning conditional is kanang mag-add na ka-o conditions, but this will be discussed after midterm. So after some midterm exam, which is next week, hindi ako na mag-discuss ng conditional. So later na lang mo delve further na. And also the alternative mo na sa finance, mo na ang loops lesson 8, I think. Okay, atong topic ay lessons is from lesson 1 to 8. Atong arrays is second sem na siya na programming. So anyways, we're going to focus on, for now, from prelim to midterm, ato na yung i-focusan the topics ngayon yung ipangansiran is more on sequential. All above line 1, line 2, ang execution, line 3, until sa line 9. So, sequential logic structure is the oldest logic structure. Most used logic structure, and it's the easier structure to understand. So, ang okay, kung may mong line 1, una na niya ang execute. Line 2, sunod niya ang execute. As long as wala errors sa imong program, there are no errors in your program, the code or the compiler will execute it successfully. Mana na siya perfect. Mana na siya din yung code siya. Perfect na siya. As long as sakto pa implement or wala errors in the program. So, i-error ng line by line kung check yung mga code. If ni-follow pa siya correct syntax, wala by so, 3 different types of errors. Isa ito yung makarecall if you watch mo sa videos. There are 3 different types of errors in C programming. You have the syntax errors, runtime errors, and logic errors. So as long as wala errors, atong 3 categories, wala nituan. So goods na siya. Wala na siya perfect. So if wala na may perfect, the wrong meaning na ay error in program. Either logic, either runtime, either syntax error. Or wala nang size with it. So now, after talking about the different control structures, we're going to talk about the flowchart. So, what's something flowchart? What is a flowchart? So, based on the definition, a flowchart is a diagrammatic representation that illustrates the sequence of operations to be performed to get the solution of the problem. So, di ba naman tayo gitawag nga steps, step by step, line by line nga solution to solve a problem. Kung sa itong gitawag ganiha, algorithm. Muna itong gitawag for programming step by step solution to a problem. But now, ang atong pasabot diri is diagrammatic representation. Meaning, na picture, na diagram sa algorithm or sa step-by-step na process to solve a program. So instead of imagination lang ta, una na, uy, saan ni pag-solve ang mga sa calculus, mag-memorize na ta sa kaning formula sa kanang UTB video, ana. Dili namin, ana, dapat tayo sa programming, instead of just memorizing the formula, we can also represent it through diagrams or shapes, which is called a diagrammatic representation. So, ang tawag na sa programming is flowchart. So, flowchart is the diagrammatic representation of the step-by-step process to solve a given programming problem. Alright na siya. The flowcharts are generally drawn in the early stages of formulating computer solutions. Flowcharts facilitate communication between programmers. So actually, mas better i-shortcut na lang. Okay. Taas kayo nga slides, but ang core concept or core na shapes na dapat i-implementan, actually natin mga around 10 na shapes, but I know yung mostly gamiton is kaning terminal symbol. Terminal na siya kasi terminal symbol. Flowchart na flowcharts. Okay. Terminal symbol indicates the start and end. So, kung sa ka mag-open or close, kung sa ka mag-start or mag-end sa imong program, we put that in the terminal symbols. If we use start, o dyan ay sinugdanan sa imong flowchart to represent the step-by-step process. Before ka mag-indicate sa imong steps to solve a given problem, dapat magbuhat yung ka o terminal symbol or start. Then after ka magbutang sa imong, after you put all the steps, mathematical formulas, conditions, iterations or loops, okay, magbuhat na ka o end na symbol, terminal symbol yapon. Oblong. So, tima na rin yung oblong. End. So, this is the two. And then the two terminal symbols. Always, when you start a flowchart, if you're asked to make a flowchart, mag-start yung kahog. Start na oblong or terminal symbol. You call this terminal symbols na oblong. And then I butang is start and then end. Next, yung mga timan is initialization symbol. Yapos na symbol na 6 ka, 5, or ano siya, ang tawagan is initialization. Initialization. Taas kayo yung slides, good yan. Para ato na lang i-press. Kung say commonly used na symbols for flowcharting, initialization symbol. So to better remember this symbol, you just think of piatos. Ng piatos, di ba na ay 6 ka sides. Ang piatos na symbol. So muna siya ay initialization symbol. Based on that word itself or the name, this is where you initialize a certain value. For example, pi. Pila man ang value sa pi? 3.14, 16, or pila na yung gusto ito. For example, you want to define a constant or any number na constant na use nimo for programming, gamitin nimo sa imong given problem, you can put it in a initialization symbol. We're going to use or give an example later. Ako alam is, first, ako sang i-identify ang commonly used shapes for flowcharting in programming. Then later, we're going to explore some examples this guys. So, sa din yung muna timanan, whenever you start or end a flowchart, you're going to need the terminal symbol, which is oblong or oval. So, start ka, Kani yung gamiton. Then, bilang na steps, after mamatanan yung steps, bukang ka O, and na-terminal symbol. After that, if you have anything to define, any constants, pi, what else? Sa may example sa constants, you can give an example. If you have to define anything, you can put it in visualization symbol. For example, pi equals 14. So, diyan na ito magamit ang sharp define pi equals 14 or inside the main program na once then float pi. Anything that you want to define as constant, you can put it in a initialization symbol. Next, commonly used symbol is input or output na symbol, which is just a parallelogram. So, kanang curve na rectangle. Paano siya? Input or output na symbol. Parallelogram. Parallelogram symbol. This is where you put the printf or scanf na keywords or functions. Whenever you want to input a word, a name, age, what else? Anything you want to input, you can put it in the parallelogram symbol or ganing verb nga rin. For now, dili pa kayo siya masabtan, so may gamit na ng shapes. Dili pa kayo siya, but once we give an example, we can actually understand yung purpose natin. Later na lang, ako lang is to give lang the most common symbols para dili mo ma-debug or dili mo you will not be confused on what to use because there are around 10 symbols na given these slides. What you have to remember is these common symbols na only indicate or discuss. What else? And then last common symbol will be rectangle. This is a you can read the advantages, guidelines, and all. Ako na lang i-discuss later once we give that example. But kaninang tanan is ato na lang isa pares. Okay, kaning mga explanation is repetitive naman siya good based on I remember last time. You can read it when you have free time. So, this is the flowchart symbols, but one ang pinaka-commonly used. You have terminal symbol, which I have already indicated. Input symbol, you have this symbol or that symbol. Mas better if you use this symbol na lang para dili mo magkalimot. You will not forget. Okay. Input or output symbol is just the same. Printf or scanf, you just put it inside this input or output symbol. So, ang tawag niya ni rectangle is processing symbol. Processing symbol. This is where you indicate or represent a group of program instructions that perform a processing function or activity. This is where you put all your formulas for data manipulation, times, baron, or divide, subtract. Whenever you perform mathematical operations, add, subtract, divide, times, or what else? Basta involving any process, you just put it inside this process. For now, shapes lang sa ito identify na. Later, once we give some examples, I will explain na whenever you make a program, you can understand that dili din mo ibutang ang kanang statement. Kaya ang kaning flowcharts, dili man siya directly kanang, for example, di ba sa code din mo, mag line by line mo ka statements. You have long lines of code. But for flowcharts, mura rin siya concise na keywords sa need mo i-remember to solve a given problem. So, mura rin kay, for example, di ba, mag-define ka o or mag-initialize or declare ka o float. Di ba, mag-ano ka, float, then pi equals 10.14. But whenever you initialize or put that inside a symbol in flowchart, you just put phi equals negative. You just put it there. So, mura ra ang flowchart is direct representation or mura shortcut lang para mas dali masabtan mo ang algorithm. Yes. So, imo step-by-step process. Dali na masabtan. So, next. Sa processing symbol, all about mga operations or formulas. Para dali operations or formulas. Then, output symbol is just the same as this. Whenever you input, scanf, f gets, puts, what else? Any input the function, you just put it here. Read, name, get name, examples na later. But whenever you input or output, display result, display quotient, display sum, mga resulting na values, butang rin mo ani parallelogram symbol. Curve na rectangle. And then, after that, as you can see, there are two shapes. Kaning pina-rectangle na curve and kaning pina-parallelogram. So, I recommend to use the other one or kanina lang para dili mo mali. Dali na siya may nandun. Kani terminal symbol, initialization with symbol, put any constant or definition. Parallelogram symbol, curve na rectangle for your input or output. And then, processing symbol for your mathematical operations. Add, subtract, minus, divide, quotient, remainder, anything na involved ng process. And then, nato tayo important na symbol like nalimutan, which is the decision symbol. Kaning diamond. Kaning symbol is ma-discuss na siya further when we reach the pre-final lectures. For now, okay, related to midterm pa man ta, so all about sequential. If mabot na tag conditional, katong second type of control structure, conditional. Mabot na ta siya o conditions. Like if something is less than something is greater than something, or equal to something. Pag involved na siya conditions, mabot na dali yung simula. But for now, dito pa na mabot. Next, after na lang kami term mag-hatag o seek work about any one. For now, discussion lang po and then mag-give ko o quiz later or further. Ikaw, saan oras? Sige lang. Later na lang naka-discuss. Decision, basta timanin lang if na may involved na decision or checking of condition, gamit ang mga name diamond na symbol. You will put all the decisions. So, then arrowheads, you can just make all of this. Arrowheads is just to connect sa maghatag mo sa isang kanina magamit initialization. So basically, flowcharting, if you are asked to make, or maybe after midterm, pag-sit work ko about flowcharting, you will just need to remember all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols. And then once we reach the conditionals, we will be using this kind of symbol. Kaya, 5 element na. For now, inyong quiz is all about programming. Mura na siya ng-answer mo activity sa code siya na solve. Para i-midterm, ready na mo eh. At ang midterm na siya yung multiple choice and then ako siya programming. Saka ko sa natag sa code. Gusto na yung simple. For example, kanina lang para sa inyo. For example, you are asked to make a program about a problem na kailangan makakuha ka sa interest. You are asked to get the interest of a certain person or ganang na-siya transaction natin. Identify sa interest. So, yung mga kailangan is you need to input the balance rate, the name of the person that nakakuha na-involve na ng transaction. So, whenever you make a flow chart, first, sa buhaton, you make a terminal symbol or the start na symbol. Magkaka-start oval. Start. And then, nakuha na terminal symbol kung ano starting point. Next is was ka sa name. Di ba, in actual code, you are asked to printf pa ka, input name, printf pa ka, input balance, input rate. But pwede na siya mausa into one input-output ka symbol. Kani, para so, ibutan niya, input name or read name, balance or rate. Pwede na may combine tanan. If scanf na tanan, scanf, tulo ka po, input, name, balance, rate. Pwede na may combine ito sa mga. Or, pwede mo na may separate, tulo ka, input ang mga symbol. The next, calculate ka. Once you have all the details from the user, i-input na siya sa appropriate details, name, balance, and rate, then you can get the interest. So, how to calculate the interest? You need to know the formula. So, once you know the formula, pwede ka mag-search Google, ito may formula sa interest. Once you know the formula, you can put it inside the processing symbol, kaning rectangle. Operations formula. Formula sa interest is balance times rate. So, if you have a variable interest, you will have sa left side equal, sign mo sa result sa balance times rate. Next, we have, once you have the appropriate formula, may bonus ka after ma-time sa balance rate, buha ka sa interest. So, meron ka interest, imo na lang i-display. You just need to display the resulting interest. So, how do you display the resulting interest? In code, you will just printf, di ba? The correct variables. But for flowcharting, you just need to use the input-output na symbol or parallel. So, you just put right name or interest. Right name, comma interest. The variables na or display name, comma interest. Then, after that, once you display the correct information or the resulting variables and results, so you just need to use the terminal symbol. So, just read the rules, rules diya about sa arrows and all. Basta nila na ang general way for making a flowchart. From the top to bottom or left to right. Usually top to bottom. Starting terminal symbol, then step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Each of these steps can be put inside different shapes. But if you have different processes, so particular kanira mga processing symbol. Depende kung sa mga process inyong the input mo, so take a method, what do you use? The input-output symbol or the parameter. If you are using if nag-initialize mo something, declare mo something na value, constant value, you use the initialization symbol. If you are using a formula or any operations, you are assigning a value, you are gonna use processing symbol. And then once we reach pre-final, if mag-use ng conditions, you are going to use diamond or the decisions. For now, ito lang sa i-discuss ko is kaning 5. Then you can look at the different examples given in this. Kaning is more general and level. For now, mag-continue. You can also answer this given activities. I will be giving a sit work na lang by this discussion na after sa interview. For now, we are going to answer the quiz. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. So if ever, attend ay ka nang wala dyan class, like malas dyan, ma-memo sa university ng class. Ako na lang online. Maka-access na ba online na na? Coacham naman, ako rin po sa Coacham din. Hindi pa na siya rin. Kira, but na siya multiple choice and programming. For now, the quiz will have 4 programming problems. Mura mo mag-answer of 4 na topics or activities sa Coacham. Kira, any questions before we end? So you can proceed with answering the